Yes.
Interesting. I'm shocked. You had your girl Gigi and JJ at a beach playing in the water, losing their keys, and you chose to not go with Toxic Attraction this week. I figured Toxic Attraction was going to be the thumbnail all week long.
No, I went with Thicky Smalls.
Sticky the Dragon Steamboat.
I went Thicky Smalls, got thick and then the tiny one on the left.
That little kid she carries around with her with her fake skateboard. I can't believe they actually showed her trying to skateboard in her interest this week. I was like, "You're terrible. You stop. You're a disgrace to skateboarders alive."
You know what needs to stop? Nikita Lyons doing shadow boxing in the entranceway. That was awful too.
No,
that was just as bad as the skateboarding.
Her shadow boxing is so terrible. It makes me laugh each time. Cause I'm like, get it, Nikita, get it.
Look at her put in some work. Look at her. Yeah. Look at her work that body. Look at her. Look at her work that body.
You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. She's in slow motion, but nobody want none of that.
But we'll be back right after this. Oh, we go quick today.
That was a quick one.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey!
Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
For no reason.
What do you mean, no reason? Roy's Retro's out tomorrow.
That episode ain't coming out for another 2 years.
Yeah? And I'm hyping it up, much like we hyped up March 29.
Toupee, Manny, Marcus, Toupee Tuesday.
The showcase of the Immortals.
We need to. When is Toupee Suicida?
Whenever you want it to be.
So I'm just gonna come in here with a toupee and be like, Manny, I'm sorry, but it's Toupee Suicida Day. And you're like, what? Don't worry, I always have these standby. You have a collection of wigs over there, disguises.
Master of disguise.
Yeah, pure espionage. Manny has 3 jobs. 1, doing this podcast. 2, espionage. And 3, his actual job.
What? Actual job? What? What is this nonsense? Actual job? Nonsense.
Your real job. You don't appreciate that one because that's a cover for your espionage. I don't know, 20 minutes before this podcast, you were on a submarine taking out somebody that was going to release a nuclear virus onto the world. I guess that's what espionage really is. I don't know. It's probably more like just data entry at this point. Like,
people, Marcus is tired. He's more tired than I am. Look at him. His body. He's taken this approach.
Yeah, I'm slumped in. You know, I am dead inside, and that's probably where the submarine talk comes from. Fighting, ready on a submarine, fighting to the end of time to save us from chemicals, James Bond style.
Marcus, you know for a fact I'm the first one out if I had to be James Bond.
You're the first one out. What do you mean you're the first one out if you had to be James Bond?
Do you know when it's like, oh, there's a bomb and you see people running away? I'm pushing people out of the way to get out of my way.
He loses all that cool shit like, yeah, shaking not stirred. But I'm shaking right now. There's a fucking bomb in the building. What am I gonna do about that? Save it? We have 3 minutes. This isn't Mission Impossible. I'm not trying to blow up.
Oh, you ready to get into the show? Or do you want to talk more about submarines?
No, I don't want to talk about submarines anymore, but I think your Bond movie will be called not worth my time.
Little bit of poster. I do the gunshot thing. It's like, and then I get shot, and then
you do a full video montage. It's just you get ready to take a nap in bed, you know? And it all work itself out. I'm sure there's a good agent out there. You shouldn't have to rely on me. All right, but let's jump into the show.
So, AEW Dynamite.
Oh, you slapped it good. You slapped AEW on the ass right there.
AEW Dynamite kicked off with a match no one wanted to see: Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish.
What are you talking about? It's my dream match. I thought I'd never get this. Last year when I was like Jeff Hardy was fighting Sheamus and dealing with his alcoholism and, you know, getting ran over and screaming Elias. Elias hasn't been saved since then. I was like, I really want to see Bobby Fish versus Jeff Hardy, and I think we're this close.
Oh, Marcus, happy Cinco de Drinko.
Oh, yeah. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Viva la Cinco de Mayo. How you like that Spanish right there?
That didn't even make sense.
Nope.
He also says the Hardys need to make this their last run. I don't think they would. There's too much money. Too much money with the Hardy name.
Yeah, they're gonna. This is a rock and roll express situation where they're never going anywhere. And somewhere, Luchador, you're gonna be in your 50s and you're gonna go to an event and you're gonna say, "Oh, the Hardys are on there." It's gonna be some local indie show, and you're gonna see an even worse Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy on there, going like, "Damn, he's so old."
He said Jeff is so old and slow. Did you see how long it took him to get to that top turnbuckle?
Yeah, he had to wait. He also added weight. He looked like he got a gut now too. Not taking care of himself. Damn it. Why do we have to go through these phases of people just being watched? He looks like James Harden out there, like he lost like 18 different steps. It's terrible.
Yeah, this match was all right. It was no Dax versus Punk. Hey yo.
Hey. The benchmark for opening matches of the show, right?
Marcus, I think at the end of the year we need to do a watch along of that match. And then we go back and go, was it that good?
Yeah, man, this match is whack. Or we're gonna be moved to tears. That's how good that match is. Like, this is so beautiful. This is all I've ever wanted.
And then William Regal cuts a interesting promo in this promo package, where instead of stabbing people, he likes to cut them in the face to leave scars.
Yeah, because they know it's me, and I'm like, I believe this is one, borderline illegal, William Regal, and two, this is a very heel promo you're cutting right now. And I feel like you guys are a heel faction. I would love to have to be the secret twist of this. Like, oh, they're heels. Like, randomly, I didn't know that.
This leads to the Blackpool Combat Club's match against the Butcher, the Blade, and Angelico, someone we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah. And shout out to the Butcher for trying to be the MVP of his team, because the best of those people, they all sucked. And Angelico did nothing. He brought nothing to the team, and so did the Blade. Butcher, leave them behind and
Angelico has fell off so bad. Like, look at Angelico when he first joined AEW to Angelico now. Well, not now. What he presented in that 6-man, I was like, Angelico, what have you done? You wasted your potential.
Wasted your past 3 years of this, people. They took the best years of you at Angelico. I could have made money off you somewhere doing something, but you know, he is where he's at.
And then this match was a bit meh for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Mox part. It just seemed like he was somebody on a rampage and just destroyed through everybody when he got tagged in. And then it just kind of ended the same way the previous match ended. But my main issue with the Blackpool Combat Club, yeah, they're cool. Everything's working out. They're beating up people. But what are they really going for? What's their motives? These are two of the top stars in the business. Again, Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson. What are they doing?
Well, I feel like this match followed the same narrative as the other 6-mans they've had, where Yuta gets beat up beat up and then gives one of the other two the hot tag. I still find it strange that we're this far into this now and all three are still coming out separately. It's just time consuming.
Well, Brian's makes his short. Mox is like a full. He got to go through the crowd. Got those water bottles at people. Got to flip over like 8 chairs, dance a little bit, do the Angelico walk. Then he finally gets to the ring. And Will Yuta, I don't understand why he can't come out with either one of them. He doesn't need a full entrance.
I'm just gonna cover all these tiny bits in one bit.
It's the Manny Minute.
Yeah, let's apply some music to the.
Well, I'm gonna jump in and interrupt. Go ahead. As soon as you said Jungle Boy, I was like, hold on, let me jump in here. Take the mic away from Jungle Boy. Please take the mic away from him. He's terrible.
Jungle Boy, yeah, he is terrible. Jungle Boy accepts Hobbs and Stark's challenge for the AEW title, tag team titles. But then only if he gets a shot at Stark's FTW title, which is a bit. Why?
Yeah, why? Why do you want that title? One, he's gonna lose, and two, I feel like Ronda Rousey now has more conviction than Jungle Boy when she said shit. Yeah, we'll give you a title match. Just you have to give me a shot at FTW. So is this one gonna be at the Double or Nothing? That's the match?
I would presume so, because there's no other people going for those tag titles at the moment.
They have all these tag teams, but yet they're going this route. And then you got Cheeseburger and Swerve. Not Cheeseburger, but Keith Lee and Swerve, where Keith Lee is constantly in. I'm holding the hamburger pose. I am about to eat. Let me eat. Damn, this would have been a while Photoshop. I should have Photoshopped Eric as Keith Lee standing right there, and me as Swerve looking into the distance.
Keith Lee looks like a flaccid penis in this.
He looks like he's in a penis jumpsuit, but he also wants to show off his guns.
He actually looks like a flaccid penis, because a flaccid penis looks like it's just been told off. And that's what Keith Lee looks like. Stop doing that! Okay.
Swerve looked like, so you're really not going to get in shape, huh? You're really not going to slow down? Nah.
What was this promo about? I had no idea what this promo was about.
That they're a tag team, and at this Swerve house and something like that. And Keith Lee said something. He said, "Stop fucking with him." I really don't remember.
Yeah, and then we get Jay Lethal, Sonjay Dutt were angry about AEW showing off a Japanese wrestler in a video package, and then Samoa Joe questions if Jay Lethal is a brave man. The Gun Club got declaimed some gifts, some scissors, and they all scissor.
Why? Why did they need to be together? Shit is just happening with some people.
Serena Deeb puts Thunder Rosa on notice, and she places a bet on Thunder Rosa to have the shortest title reign in the AEW history.
Do you think that's gonna come true? I don't think so.
It should, because I like Serena Deeb more than I like Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, and I believe it's gonna probably be a good match. Looking forward to that, to being one of the matches you get to see live. But the segment went on long. I felt like it just Thunder Rosa was just talking for a minute, and I was like, this is just going on and on. Serena Deeb came out there and they just continued to talk, and I was like, you guys are talking way too much. Someone hit somebody.
Thunder Rosa is like she's good, but like on the mic, she is a very budget. She's not what's her name now? Raquel Rodriguez or whatever her name.
Rachel Ramirez. I don't know. Raquel Rodriguez. I wouldn't call her that. I think they're too different. They're too different of people. Rachel is more of a powerhouse, and and Thunder Rosa is, I guess, an underdog. I don't honestly know what to call Thunder Rosa at this point. Every time she has an interview, she gets cut off.
Then we get Wardlow versus Big Kaz or William Morrissey. The match was fine. I'm actually liking the Wardlow character a lot more. he could be bigger than Cody in AEW. If you go by this Baltimore crowd.
Yeah, but no, I think they're doing right by Wardlow. It's just that MJF, the whole
we've seen this before. It's the third time he's done it. It's the third time he's done this.
And the plot doesn't actually make sense. Because his original plan was, all right, big man, big pig man, I'm going to just pay you to sit at home. I don't understand why he's giving him matches. I'm going to make you sick. You're going to have to keep coming in here and try to bust in with the law. And then him having a match with him doesn't seem to resolve anything, right? There was no stipulation or anything. Just kind of...
No, but at this point, it makes Tony Khan look a shit owner because why hasn't he got this under control? Why is he letting this happen on his TV show?
Yeah, why is he letting the man get carried off in handcuffs? And why hasn't security sued this man for his assault? He's assaulted them way too many times on a weekly basis.
And then Adam Page decided to grow some balls this week. Where the hell is this guy?
CM Punk wasn't in the building, so he got his big boy pants on.
Where the hell was this guy? I've been waiting for this guy to come out for weeks.
So he came out there and he was like, yo, CM Punk out there filming another TV show, which is ironic, but I'll beat his ass. You see a hero, I'll beat his ass.
No, Marcus, my favorite line was at Double or Nothing. There's not going to be a handshake. There's not going to be a masturbatory Bret Hart tribute match. I was like, yes. I'm tired of seeing him.
Yeah, but when you say that, you also take people out of it. It's like he plans those Bret Hart tributes.
Of course he does. Yeah. He said he's going to destroy CM Punk. He's going to embarrass him. And then CM Punk going to be in a fight of his life.
No, that's next week when he fights Johnny Hungy. This was good. This is the first time he actually looked like a champion since getting that belt. Where he was like, oh, I'm talking shit. I'm being a badass. I guess he's the heel in the storyline?
Yeah, because there's no way he could be the face against CM Punk in this.
That's true, too.
But what I found interesting about this was he said to a fan that you better get a refund for your shirt. But then the camera work zoomed into a WWE shirt of CM Punk. But why? Why?
Just a reminder that Triple H and Roman are still out there.
And then we get Santana versus Chris Jericho.
It was all right. It could have been worse, but
it's all right. But I'm bored of this already.
A bunch of shenanigans on the outside. There's nothing new to this. This is just basically more inner circle nonsense, and they just spice it up a little bit. By spice it up, the entire Jericho Appreciation Society, they all look like goons and pathetic. Poor Danny Garcia, he has to wear a stupid hat, or the other one has to wear those overalls like Madcap Moss. They look like a bunch of cartoon characters. And Manny, I'm going to say this right now. I refuse to call that motherfucker the Wizard. I refuse to call him the Wizard. Fuck you, Jericho. Jericho wants to be known as the Wizard now. The Wizard, Chris Jericho. I refuse to do it. It's not happening. Kiss my black wizardry ass.
Well, if he's being called the Wizard, I want to be called the Sorcerer.
The Sorcerer, Lord Manny Hayes. And if you want to go that right, I would be the Philosopher. Why not?
Did we get the House of Black allegedly against the Varsity Blondes? But this wasn't a match. And what's his face? Brian Pillman Jr. He shouldn't have a mic ever again.
No, he's another one. He's another one of these young punks who shouldn't have a mic. This segment made zero sense to me whatsoever, in which they're calling him out. It seemed like a match. I feel like this was booked as a match, but no referee ever came out. The House of Black does full intro, and then they proceed to do what I would have did if the Varsity Blondes called me out. And I'm talking about today, even in my entire state. If I heard Brian Pillman say my name, I'm whooping his ass on sight. And that's what they did. They didn't do anything wrong. And then they tried to convince Julia Hart, who's been, just moping around the steps, teasing that she's going to join, to hit somebody. And she did.
The one time that got interesting, and then they make us wait Stop making us wait for bit part storylines. Just get them over and done with.
Yeah, she been emo for the past few months now. This
Yeah, and then Death Triangle make the save.
But did they make the save, or were they just trying to get their match under the way? Because it seems like they were all ready to come out anyway.
El Luchador said poor Julia Hart, she looked like she was about to get gangbanged multiple times. She looked like she was going to by the House of Black. The Death Triangle.
I also want to say, when Buddy Murphy walked over to her and that Scott was like, she's a 20-year-old girl, I was like, that's Buddy's type.
That's his demographic.
Type. That's his type. One more year, he don't want anything to do with it. You saw what he was doing with Aaliyah, daughter of Rey Mysterio. She was 19. He saw 20 years out and was like, don't mind.
He's allegedly with Rhea Ripley now. So
yeah, I saw that. She left her black man for another Aussie. Damn it.
But Rhea Ripley's like 24. So demographic still lives on.
Oh yeah, he is. She's like in her 20s. I wouldn't say I don't think she's 24 anymore though, Manny. I think Rhea Ripley's about probably in her 27, maybe 28.
Rhea Ripley.
I would say she's about 28 now. She hasn't been 24.
25.
Damn, he gonna dump her in a year. Like, you're useless. Your old saggy bones. I can't do this.
Dante Martin versus Rey Fenix. This was a good match. Nothing more to say about it.
Very athletic, but I like Rey Fenix and all, and Dante Martin is all right, but I guess Tony's fans forgotten about Dante Martin. Basically, it seemed like he was going to be a push, and then there's the Top Flight thing, and his brother, I guess, got re-injured, but it seems like there's no interest of pushing Dante Martin as it was.
I would push him. I mean, he should be. I think you. What do you do with his brother though? Like,
do what every other tag team partner. Janetti his ass. He's a Janetti. And
let me get the main.
Do it wrong in the ring. It's just physically you're injury prone.
Then we get the main event, which is the Virtuosa, Diana Perosa versus Mercedes Martinez. For the winner to become the undisputed Ring of Honor Women's Champion. I don't like Mercedes Martinez. I don't rate her in the ring. She's old.
She's old, and nothing really happened in this match. It kind of ended. I didn't think it would end the way it ended. It went for a Mexican surfboard, but I do know Diana Purrazzo's weakness is her abs because she has none. She just has a jiggly stomach. And so when she hit her in a Mexican surfboard in the fat, I was like, oh, that's it. She can't be no abs. But I didn't like it. I didn't like that the main event of AEW Dynamite for the Ring of Honor title. I feel like they're leaning too much on all these titles. Everybody seems to be a champion these days. Every title's on line because you got all these people from other promotions coming around. I just think focus on your own brand for right now.
Do you think once Ring of Honor start get a show back on TV, you may see you may stop seeing this, and things may fall back in order?
But I don't think so. I think Tony likes to use everybody that's on his roster and not even on his roster. He just wants to use every wrestler in the world at all times.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, it was good. Dynamite had some great wrestling on it. It was a really good wrestling show, but yeah,
I'm not into the Jay Lethal and Satin Singh and Sanjay. They just look like little kids, angry little kids yelling.
I'll tell you what, I'm not.
Behind was like, yes.
It's not in the notes, but I'm not into this either.
Oh, yeah. This is something that passed, Skip. I don't need this. Didn't need it. I forgot it even happened already. Like it happened on the show, and I totally forgot about it. And when you put this up, I was like, oh yeah, that was this week.
Yeah, I just was not into it. I think going into it, the only thing of interest for me was Wardlow and MJF. But like, it's the same stuff again with MJF, where conditions.
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Law and Order where they have their formula for what they want to do for every episode. Talk to guy that may be the guy, get the guy, take him to court. No justice.
I mean, and then I said last week, isn't it about time he listed his conditions? Because he hasn't done that yet, and then lo and behold, we're going to find out what that is next week.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, it's contract stipulated. I was like, it's the same thing. Maybe the next set of pay-per-views we get it reversed, and when someone MJF wants to fight somebody, and they're like, no, you have to go through all my 3 of my goons and all that. But
yeah, but the only thing of note is Adam Page growing some balls. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think there was definite changes to his character.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good change for the match that's going on. They finally actually have some heat going, but he's working so few days. He doesn't even wrestle anymore. He's working that Roman schedule. Hangman Page.
Yeah, and I don't think it suits him.
No. He always come off he seemed like he was supposed to be a fighting champion, didn't cut a promo or something like that, but no, he's just kind of this recluse, basically.
Yeah.
In other AEW news, before we move over, AEW the video game Fight Forever is coming out, I guess, in September, and they tried to show
it still looks really blocky. I've seen some of I saw them show off the alien. Can't remember her name. Statlander versus
who disappeared, by the way. Disappeared. Another person who disappeared.
She's on Doc.
They announced, oh my God, she has this new personality on Dynamite, and then you never see people again. They need to stop doing that. Stop investing in people and then going like, hey, I thought about Dark.
It looks a bit weird, but I feel like it's still in development, so I don't think it's anywhere near being finished.
Yeah.
But what they just displayed, it looks alright, but then the gameplay didn't look too good.
Yeah, but the main storyline I was going to touch on this is that apparently, according to the dirt sheets, this is all dirt sheet speculation, Kenny Omega is frustrated with youths who are designing the game, and the game's over budget, and there's some people feel that Kenny's being taken advantage of. This is what happens when you put a wrestler in charge of your video game. I would take advantage of him, even if I didn't know. I'm like, we're gonna do all this, do this. Just give us more money. Give us more money. And it's like, sucker.
Yeah, and because Kenny is a commodity to Tony Khan, Tony Khan's gonna say yeah.
Yeah, and so they're having conflicts, and Kenny is not getting along with them, and the game doesn't look like much yet. So, but we haven't actually seen gameplay, so we shall see. They're spending. It's a high cost for this game, which it seems like it's being rushed out.
Yeah, I think they're rushing. They're rushing a bit too much. So let's move over to NXT.
2.0 Spring Breakin.
Spring Breakin. I saw your message on the mid-card mess very early in the morning.
Oh.
At 1, maybe 1:30 in the morning.
I apologize for that, Betty. I was drinking.
I mean, he was sending pictures of his penis on Facebook again.
I was just like, look how cool it is. Watch it hit the music. My penis has a skateboard.
So wait, your penis is corrugated?
Yeah, apparently my penis is corrugated. My penis is corrugated, which means your penis must be natty.
No, my penis is Nikita Lyons and it shadow boxes at night.
Enough about the penises.
Carmelo Hayes versus Solo Sikoa versus Cameron Grimes for the North American Championship.
That's a dating question for the dating game. If you could describe your penis in the form of an NXT 2.0 wrestler, which NXT 2.0 wrestler would your penis be? Ladies, this is very specific, and I think you need help.
But Marcus, if we ever were in one of those like poor cop counties where some of those cops actually use the dating game to work out if two people are like collaborating or not, we would succeed. I know how he describes it. It's Cora Jade.
Well, honey, I would describe mine as Carmelo Hayes because there's always a trick that comes along with it, and I never miss.
Marcus on Midcard Mess. We're back to the normal. So he said it had a very Daniels, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe feel, which is probably the best triple threat 3-way dance match I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was terrific. But it did have that feel to me. And I can elaborate, in which you had a Samoa guy. Hey, you had two talented young, I would say, cruiserweight / X division guys out there in Carmelo and Grimes. And you know what? I thought it really delivered. I was on the edge of my seat on a match where I was pretty sure I thought Grimes was going to win. And then if we just kept putting more and more doubt. Like, yeah. Like, I thought the Bloodline was getting the belt. I was like, he's bringing the North American title home.
Do you know what? Recently, they've been doing a really good job with Solo Sikoa. Like, he's losing. He's losing important matches, but he's not coming out looking like, oh, yeah, do you know what? He looked like a chump.
Yeah, no, he looks well in all these matches. And I want to also make a declaration to saying the North American title should now be known as the triple threat or the multi-man match title, in which you have to always fight in a triple threat, fatal four-way, or a ladder or whatever. Because that seems like the other way this title's been defended in the past probably 3 months or so, more, probably even more than that. It's always been triple threat a lot lately. I feel like there's been like one singles match,
which was Butch.
Triple threat, ladder matches.
Pete Dunne, I think, was probably the one that had the last singles.
No, Solo, I think, had the last singles, and then Mello interfered, right? That's how we got here.
Oh yeah. Then we get Mandy Rose hitting a sunbed, but Wendy Chu decides she's going to go up to some mischief, and then decides to cook Mandy.
Yeah, tried to kill Mandy Rose. Like, I know I've seen this done, and I want to say I know what you did last summer, but I believe I still know what you did last summer, in which they tried to kill Jennifer Love Hewitt in one of those things. They tried to kill her, tried to turn her into a hot pocket. But you know what? Really, Chu, with all your childish antics and trying to murder Mandy Rose and turn her into a strawberry, you didn't do a good enough job, because there are still referees who are more burnt than Mandy Rose. Like, they should have got that guy to be like, hey, what do you do for your tan? We got a sketch we want to do.
Gigi and JJ give her aloe vera and then tell her and then go to the beach without her, where then they get robbed by Wendy Chu and Roxanne Perez, I think is her name.
Yeah, Roxy Perez.
As they steal keys and sandals. They are not shoes.
They'll call shoes. Although it looked like Gigi and JJ was having a great time at the beach. But I'm going to say this right now. It was a segment in which Gigi was at the beach alone, because JC will be eliminated in future footage because he will be featured in Endeavor.
You're too harsh on that.
It's happening, Manny. It's happening. I'm going to sell it until it doesn't happen.
You're being too mean to JJ.
I have come around on JJ and actually like JJ, but I enjoy the joke of JJ suffering. You said you had prepared one. I knew there was a second one. I knew it. I knew it.
You can never trust me.
That water's filthy. But I think JJ is better. I like joking about JJ, but she's solid. She's solid all around.
Roddy tells Diamond Mine that he is the leader and what he says goes. Okay, Roddy, whatever you say.
Yeah. I just found it fascinating that they had somebody on their show that is actively online saying he's not actively, sources close to him, which is probably his wife and him, or is asking for his release. And yeah, he's in this segment talking about I'm the leader of Dynamite, even though Bivens not being there actually helps the story. Like the release of Bivens, he could have easily said, I got rid of Bivens because he wasn't with the program. You would be next.
Both Indy and Duke look sad that they make reference to Persia and Dexter being gone. They tease a kiss, which they both try and play off and be like, no, get away from me.
Get away from me. Hopefully they don't hook up and they can go their separate ways. But I did find that funny. I wish her just looking at the ring that's no longer there and looking around, and then Duke walking in was like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? And like the segment was all about why did they get released and why are they gone? I like that she got divorced in the middle of that.
Levi said Roderick Strong is acting like James Harden when he was on the Nets. I mean, James Harden whenever he's at, where he is anywhere.
I can see Roddy acting like James Harden has right now on his way out. He's talking about you guys need to do something. James, you're getting like 10 points a game. This is the playoffs, man. He did not bring you in for that. Embiid's hurt. You're supposed to pick up some of this slack. You do nothing. We got more. It was more beneficial to have Ben Simmons on our bench than it was to have you in the game, James. That's how bad it is right now.
Then we get Nathan Frazier's NXT 2.0's debut against Grayson Waller.
Nice entrance, lightning.
The entrance music is fire, but if you haven't watched NXT UK, that's been the entrance music for a very long time.
No, not the music. The music is fine. I was talking about the entrance of the lightning going around, and then they run around, and then it's like, poof, there he is. And it's like, oh, it's a good entrance.
Yeah, and then the match was really good. I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
I didn't think Waller could pull off a match like that. Like I was fully invested in that match.
Yeah, Waller's underestimated. Although, you know what was distracting as hell? The guy that wanted to kill Nathan Frazier in the front row.
You mean this guy?
Yeah, I thought it was about to happen. I thought
apparently he's somebody. Someone said they named him like Mark something, and I have no fucking clue who this guy is.
Yeah, he's a reality show. Eric knew who he was. He was on the worst cooks in America. Apparently, this is according to Eric. I don't know if his facts are correct. You know, Eric watches a lot of porn. Maybe he knows them from that too.
No, because they need to get out of this. They need to get out of it. I'm tired of seeing these people. This person, that Mets fan, he needs to go.
He needs to go. I don't know what he said to Natty, but I wanted that guy thrown out of here. I wanted a Russell Westbrook, LeBron James situation, which get this guy out of here.
Bring me back to Thunderdome. I'm tired of seeing these fucking people.
No, we can't go back. We can't go back. That crowd loves some Nikita Lyons and everybody else involved. You can't take that away from Antonio D'Angelo. And Chase U being up there for the opening match was amazing.
Yeah, so this match was really good. The Chase U interference, that was funny, but I didn't need it.
I needed it because this was a teacher. They were out there. They were going hard and yelling and stuff, and then the horn, which I didn't know. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think about Chase U at the time, even though they were out there. I was like, what that fucking horn? And then I thought it was a really good match. I was like, Waller's underappreciated. Eric's boy Ben Carter apparently is still his boy. He was like, "That's my boy right there." Still,
he didn't pay attention to him at all when he was in NXT UK.
Yeah, I know, because on NXT UK, man, that doesn't exist. NXT UK is not real.
So we get the Tony D and Santos face to face. This is the dumbest thing I've seen this week.
No, I loved it. I loved the face to face. I loved that they tried to work it around. It was business. They were doing business, Manny.
But you know what I was more happy about? Later in the night, when Santos kidnaps Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yes! NXT can't go 3 weeks without kidnapping somebody. They can't.
Joe Bag got kidnapped, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, NXT kidnaps people like AEW creates factions. Just every week there's a new one. Like before this, we got Rick Steiner getting kidnapped. I mean, there's a list goes on and on of kidnappings. I believe Gigi and JC were kidnapped by Wendy one week. This kidnapping's happening everywhere. I want an investigation.
Yeah, I didn't really like this face to face. I thought Santos was gonna poison Tony D when he gave him that glass of wine.
Well, I guess Santos does not drink alcohol because he pushed the wine back and brought the water, and he had to really take a drink. So I'm assuming he avoids.
You gotta stay pure, Marcus. You gotta stay pure.
Yeah. So I thought they were gonna make a trade. Like, you give me this guy, and I give you Electra Lopez as collateral. And what? It's like, you guys take her, and that would be your collateral, and then I would take your concierge right here.
And then we get this,
but
match.
Nothing needs to be resolved.
Yeah, nothing's resolved. Then we get the tag match: Natalya and Lash Legend, or Trash Legend, versus Cora Jade.
Whoa! I'm not gonna allow you to say that.
Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons. So Levi has said in the state the MVP of the week is Natalya. She is. Because she is the only one that held this match together, even though she was calling out spots all over the place. You could hear them. You could hear her yelling at them. She yelled at Cora, "Push me off from the side."
Well, it was Natty versus three very let's call a spade green individuals, and I believe she was calling the match, but she was very loud. It's a small arena. I will not fault Natty on that, but Natty was working her ass off in this match to try to get Nikita Lyons to the spot where she needed to be. And Nikita's not much.
There's too much Lash Legend in that match. Lash Legend should have not been the focus point in that match.
Yeah, I thought it was an even amount. I thought she got just as much as everybody else. But to me, the most least interesting person in that match, and I'm shocked I'm going to say this in a Natty match, that it wasn't Natty, it's Cora Jade. Yeah,
she's fell off since the pairing with Raquel. She's fell off.
Yeah, I feel like Roxy Perez is still in her spot, and she just not a character I care about.
And then we get the Creeds versus the Viking Raiders, which was another good match of Crips versus Bloods.
I don't know what you said. It's just very electronic. I don't know. You broke out, but you said Crips versus Bloods. And I said yes. That's how I'm going to respond. Yes.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. There was a good tag match. Roddy got involved at the end with the knee, much to the Creed's dismay.
Yeah. What are you doing, Roddy? What are you doing? I'm winning. Dynamite's been losing, and he jumped in with that knee. Still got it. Oh, no, it proves that the Viking Raiders can't even win in the development of when are these guys getting released? The highlight of their career is playing basketball with the Street Profits.
I'm throwing axes.
Yeah, and eating turkey legs. And, this was a good match. The Creeds are really becoming a standout on the show, and it seems like Vince or the creators that be are really behind the Creed brothers and are the future of the tag team division.
Yeah, and then we get the main event, which is Bron Breakker versus Joe Gacy for the NXT title. Bron Breakker's entrance was to turn on the color.
He has the hardest entrance in the game, man, because he has to not only turn on the color, turn on his own music. So I was like, so this is how entrances work. You just hit a switch. But he has to work for his entrance, and he comes out there and put it in color. Solid match. I was disappointed that the Druids didn't get involved, and it ended with that cliffhanger of them standing on the apron. I don't know what happened with that, or
so there was a NXT digital exclusive where Bron Breakker gets attacked by them after it went off air, and then he's taken off in like in a stretcher.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've got the image here. Hold on.
Damn.
In a vintage stretcher that looked like it came straight out of World War II.
We're out. This is what we got. Oh, the Jewish stretching them out.
Yeah.
Why is he stretching a barbed wire on it?
Because.
isn't safe at all. I bet you they have no medical licenses or anything to be practicing this.
Yeah, so that happened after the match, but the match itself was pretty good. I'm hoping this story with Gacy goes on a bit further because Gacy is a very interesting character.
Yeah. And
much like the Disman's question on Saturday when we were laughing all the way through because of the story about Earl and his wife Ethel and the bottling machine. It's nice to see the character development with Joe Gacy's character so far, where it started off with me just being inclusive and wanted to include everyone to being demented.
He's basically Bray Wyatt, and he's even taking Bray Wyatt cues, like the corner spot when he went upside down or whatever he did. That was a Bray Wyatt thing, but he just did. Bray Wyatt would do his hands and walk and whatever. So Gacy just hung upside down, and I think that's what they think they got. They got Bray Wyatt 2.0 / Kevin Owens / whatever you want. I think Gacy can handle it, and he's a proper foil.
Yeah, and I think he's someone that will do business for Vince rather than like if you go by what the internet was saying, how Bray was a bit difficult to work with his creative vision and whatever. I think given that this is mostly like Vince has wanted with it 2.0, I think this is probably what they're gonna get, and I think they'll be happy with it.
Here's something that I need to know, and I haven't watched NXT UK to even know if this is. Where's Eichner? Damn it! Where's Eichner? I want to see the solo run of Eichner. The man can be a monster.
I may have a fear that he may be close to being on a chopping block because there was a route that dirt sheet talk that it obviously came from Meltzer, where WWE are planning releases every 90 days, which is mostly going to be NXT people that they don't see are going to be working. Cut your losses quite early before like they gain a big following and they oh no you cut blah blah blah, and he was such a great wrestler. But if it's not working, you cut ties very early. You don't push them down along the line.
But I feel like Eichner's a Vince guy. Again, he's Cesaro, but maybe that's what he
isn't as tall as Cesaro. He's about a foot shorter than Cesaro.
Yeah. Hoping good things happen to Eichner.
I think he talks better. I think he speaks better than Cesaro.
Yeah,
from what I saw on 2.0. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that everything's okay with Eichner. Or maybe they replace Harlan with Eichner and he's joined Gacy.
Nah, that would feel weird. That would feel weird. Yeah, but I think that was the show. NXT was fun. NXT was fun, good wrestling all across the night. The only bad match you could say, really, but they did try, was the women's tag match.
I enjoyed the match. It was terrible.
They did try. I'm gonna give them that. They did try.
They tried. This is still developmental, and no one's developing more than those 4 women in that ring, including Natty.
Levi, you are delusional. You know that? This is why I see Carmelo Hayes being cut, man. It's clearly not working. What do you mean it's not working? He is great.
Yeah, he's great. Only thing I can see Vince looking at him going like,
he's too short. That's the only reason he may cut him. But Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams are great on the mic. They're good together. They bounce off each other well. This is the mid-card comedy act Vince is looking for, essentially.
Yeah, this is even if they're not even a comedy act, I can take them serious to having good matches. It reminds me
then it's gonna have good matches.
And I'm not saying he is AJ Styles, even though I have compared to him earlier and all that. I'm just saying it reminds me of AJ when he was with Gallows and Anderson. Kind of a buffoon, but really still AJ Styles in the ring.
Yeah. So that was the show.
I've made it. Hallelujah.
That was the show. There will be no Untitled Manny and Marcus show next week because I am taking a break.
Hey, well deserved, Manny. Well deserved. I think I'll still be here, but not to do a show or something. I think I'm doing ETE.
An ETE. There'll be the best of show that comes out on Tuesday, and maybe a very special show on Thursday if we actually record it.
Oh, one of those special episodes where Manny jumped into the fridge.
What?
Oh, it's I guess you're not aware of the Punky Brewster episode when
Punky Brewster never made it over here.
Oh, well, damn it, Manny. That was a very special episode when she jumped into the fridge and she almost died, and they found her in the fridge because they were playing hide and seek or something. Well, the special episode.
We're going to review all of Cameron's favorite matches, Melina versus Alicia Fox.
Oh, when are we supposed to do that again?
Either we record it after Saturday or we do it on Sunday.
I don't know if we can. We might can. We'll see.
If not, there'll be nothing on Thursday. So it's but by then you would have had the best of on Tuesday. You would have had ETE. You would have Roy's Retro on Friday. If we do a show on that Saturday, we do a show on that Saturday. If we don't, we don't.
Yeah.
But a break was needed.
Yeah.
A break was needed from Levi ruining WrestleMania to ruining any WWE product we talk about. We all blame Levi. We need a break from Levi.
Every time I'm having fun, Levi comes in and shit on my NXT 2.0.
Come in and like, fuck your couch.
That was a good match with Nathan Frazier. Fuck Nathan Frazier. Damn it. But yeah, I saw a solid week in wrestling so far.
Yeah, and I don't know. Thing is, the weird thing is, I don't know what I'm getting from SmackDown. I know Rampage ain't gonna be great, but I don't know what I'm getting from SmackDown.
To quote CM Punk, I hope they try. I hope they try this week.
Marcus, it feels like from the entire thing from for WWE since WrestleMania, they've been phoning it in. Like this whole WrestleMania backlash, phone in.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been the perfect time to take a break. But
in fact, I don't even intend on watching WrestleMania Backlash live. I can't believe they got me saying WrestleMania Backlash. Fuck them. I will be watching Doctor Strange at that time.
I'm gonna watch Doctor Strange next week. I am kind of broke.
It's all right, Manny. It's okay to be broke every now and then. I live with a guy that's broke every single day.
Yeah, but I don't owe money to people. There's a difference. Yeah, so yeah, I'll probably watch that next week. But yeah, the break was needed. I think not much is going to happen the following week, and the subscribers is rising, so I can't take a full break. Like, we have to keep pushing out content for you guys.
You don't have to, Manny. You can just take the break and trust that your talent will bring back those subscribers that are going to unsubscribe after a week.
I mean, I wore the Jets hat the other day, and we dropped from 208 to 207 again. So I got rid of the Jets hat.
I would definitely get rid of the hat. I was like, damn it, they cost us.
But then we're back at 208 again. So obviously, someone's come back.
Yep. And I like to think it was the ETE with everything else where we get to cover it. Okada versus Naito and
can people go watch that show? I listened to it. I actually learned some things yesterday. Go watch that show.
Really?
Like 15 views. I learned what did I learn? AAA tag rules.
Yeah, AAA tag rules. This unmasking tournament.
And seemingly going on for months.
Yeah, it's going on all the way till October, and it's just one match of show. And it's the show. If you want to watch something that you're like, oh, this is completely alternative to WWE and AEW, watch AAA Mania, where that shit was wild. You got racist Jeff Jarrett running around. You got feuds for 30 years going on because they lost their mask. They want to kill somebody. It's just insane. You want to watch old fat guys wrestle? Go there because they ain't wrestling. They're fighting.
And then,
it's like fights at times. Like, oh.
And then we learned that we learned another person that annoys, much like how Kevin Kelly annoys both me and Marcus. We learned the person that annoys Jamal, which is May Valentine.
Yep. The absolute worst, as he says. I see his argument, but I raised him 2 Kevin Kellys.
I'm still saying Kelly is better than Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with Roy's Retro. It's not like I'm going to be live.
You'll be here Saturday. Don't act like you're leaving. Don't act like you're leaving now.
I'm starting my own show called The Shooters of Sharp.
Hey, man. I think that on Saturday we should announce that we're going to go get a pack of cigarettes and then don't come back for a week.
And walk off the Wait, both me and you have the power, so we can't walk off and not come back. So we can't hit end broadcast.
We are going to go get a pack of cigarettes, guys. Peace. And then I have a hat on and tilt it a little bit. I'll be right back. Ding. Never come back. Bastard.
Yeah, so that's the end of the show. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back. You'll see me tomorrow, and then you'll see both of us and Eric on Saturday with the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. Oh, and the audio is gone from the Untitled Manny and Marcus show because you guys
bring it back, damn it. What does the audio have to do with the video?
Because you guys did not tune in. I told you guys to tune in to the Saturday show. All you had to do is click on the video. Click on the video. I gave you an entire month. I told you to average minimum of 50. You guys average a minimum of 43, and that was only because one video went over 78.
Yeah, that was good. I
did the math. I did the math. The guy that does the math on the show, me.
Double confused. It is rising. All right. By the way, NXT did a good rating this week. Well, not good, but they improved.
Come on, man. Look what was on that show with Gigi showing off for us and it was Nikita Lyons. Of course, that show was going to do good.
I think we're 1 week away from fucking on that show. So I'm for fucking at this point.
If someone told me the AEW ratings were down, I'd know where it was. This flaccid penis right here.
It's man in a penis suit. Look at him. You sure you wanted to come out dressed as a penis, Keith? You sure? You guys looking like a bunch of assholes right here.
It's either that or he looks like a really a really fat man's tried to be Shredder for Comic-Con.
Look like a Majin Buu cheap costume or something. Look at him. Jesus, Keith. Why would you wear a penis sweater today?
Like even Swerve looks discombobulated.
You're like, I'm walking around with a real dick. I'm walking around with a big dick right now.
This is the one you need to Photoshop.
Yeah, it's cheeseburger hands. Look at him.
Oh, and on that note, we'll be back.
I can put Eric as Keith, you as Tony Schiavone, and I'll be Swerve.
Of course you'd be Swerve. That's your boy.
God damn it. I'm not ashamed of it, damn it. I'm not ashamed of it.
Freaking Keenan and Kel. Ha ha!
Here it goes.
It goes.